In the book of Job, in chapter 5, verses 9, it says, he performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. I believe that the wonders and miracles that God continues to produce today are more than can be fathomed or more than can ever be counted. We are so grateful, we should be, for this day. It was out of love for each and every one of us and desire to have fellowship with each and every one of us that the Father wanted to fulfill a plan to allow us in his perfect righteousness and justice to give us an advocate that will take our place before the judgment seat, will give us something that we can lean on, the blood of Christ, as we go through our life. Because he wanted to have eternal fellowship with his children. And who wouldn't want that? And I'm sure his heart is grieved, as so many that have still not come. I'm sure his heart is grieved at so many who have come and walked away, and that he desperately wants them to come back to their knees. I believe that this Christmas is unlike so many Christmases. And I believe it is a Christmas that is winding down to the end. I would love it if it was going to be the last Christmas and we would be in glory with him. But we don't know that. We don't know how long that's going to be. So we will continue to count as best we can the wonders that so many can't fathom. We will continue to see miracles that have been performed and counted to him. We will continue to see those until the ultimate healing comes, the ultimate peace comes, and the glory of the Father is shining before us. We live in trying times. Somebody said to me earlier, a caller, how much they appreciated that I love this country. I love this country second only to the Word of God. I believe with all my heart, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the country here that God has created is the greatest country on the face of this earth. I believe it is under attack because of that. And the depravity continues to grow and the darkness deepens. And we all stress and worry because we think we are fighting against a man's ideology, maybe a White House ideology or a Capitol Hill ideology, or a left ideology, or a right ideology. We are fighting against those that want to destroy us, those that want to destroy our way of life. We are not fighting against any of those things, but we are about to enjoy a Christmas in the midst of fighting against those that want to destroy us when we are kicking against the goad. Because our battle is not with flesh and blood. Our battle is with the principalities of this world. He who has dominion of the earth and the darkness and the depravity. We know the victory has already been won And the demons that battle us know that as well. They only have one thing they can do, and that is to try to turn as many of us away from the face of God as they can. This is a time this year, more than ever, that this Christmas, we have got to be committed to standing firm upon the rock of Christ. Stand unwaveringly. We can't compromise. We can only rebuke those that do. We can't waver only to lift up those that are wavering, to get them on a solid foundation as quickly as we can. We need to be praying endlessly for God's blessing and his hand to stay on this country. I don't know how small the remnant is going to get, but it is becoming more and more obvious that God is going to continue to reduce that size of remnant more and more. We need to be committed to not to be to one of those that is falling away. We got to stand strong. We got to make sure our children, our grandchildren, our parents, our friends, our brothers, our sisters, our co-workers are standing firmly on Christ, because that's all we have. We need to be celebrating this Christmas in our hearts, not in a physical celebration, but in our hearts, in a way that we have never celebrated before. If you have never paused to reflect on the birth of Christ, this would be the day. God gave us a Christ that was born to a earthly woman to bring humanity into the deity of Christ. See, that is an incredible gift to us. We don't only serve the King of Kings, the Prince of Peace. We serve a God that knows humanity and who lives in a deity that is here to protect us and to guide us, to give us strength, to give us wisdom, to give us discernment, to give us abilities to see things that others might not. I pray that this Christmas, you will reflect on the birth of Christ. Reflect on what it means. I hope you have the most blessed Christmas you have ever enjoyed. And I hope that you reflect on Christ like you never have. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas from all of us at FISM.
Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.